This is a track that actually took a little bit of time to grow on me. It is, I've completely forgot what it's called. No, not the Telex one. Oh, hold on. Yep, that's it. Let It Happen. The New York vocal mix by Lindstrom. It came to me gradually. Yeah, so it took a while to grow on me. I thought, okay, is this a bit too poppy, a little bit, but it's amazing. I love it. My name is Tiga. Podcast. This is Lindstrom. Let it happen. While you at home listen to Let It Happen by Lindstrom, a disco masterpiece, the New York vocal mix. Von Party has gone out to La Belle Province, which is a Montreal and Quebec establishment, to get me a poutine and a toasté mustard relish and coleslaw. You don't get much more disco than that. Wow. Gorgeous, gorgeous music. I don't know who would win in a fight, Lindstrom or Prince Thomas. It's a tough call. What I do know is that a young man by the name of Alex, you might know him better as Noize, is on the verge of releasing his debut album, Oi Oi Oi, on his own label, Noize Records. Will be released in North America on Turbo Recordings, my label. And, well, he's amazing. You all probably know him. He did that incredible remix of Spacer Woman. He did that incredible remix of Kaiser Chiefs. He's done a load of big records and big remixes. If you've gone out to a club at all in the past few years, you've definitely gone berserk to one of his hits. And but none of them can prepare you for what you're about to hear now. A Canadian singer by the name of Feist. I think her first name is Leslie. Is that possible? Like Leslie Nielsen? She's a great singer. I don't know much about her music, actually, but she seems very cool, and I only hear good things. I've heard a few songs off the new album that are excellent. She's friends with Maki and Gonzalez and all those guys. They all make Canada proud. Anyway, Feist, this is a single off her new album. The track is called My Moon, My Man. Incredible song, incredible remix. My pick possibly for track of 2007. So here you are. Podcast. Noize remix. Feist. Feel the power of Canada. Tiga. That's right. And the name of the show is My Name is Tiga. It really reminds me a lot of, in the old days, none of you out there listening will remember this, I don't think. I had a radio show on CKUT FM 90.3, which was my college station in Montreal. And I did it every Monday night from 1 till 4 in the morning, which is a pretty inconvenient time, actually, surprisingly. It's amazingly inconvenient. You'd be shocked at how often at 3:30 in the morning on a Monday you want to be at home. It's shocking. Anyway, it was life in the trenches. It was a trench warfare battlefield of radio training, and that's how I got this smooth, silky, silvery voice. Speaking of which, Sound of Silver, that is the name of LCD Soundsystem's follow-up album. An incredible album, not that I'd expect anything less from James and Co. I'm a big LCD fan. They are friends of mine. Yes, it is true. I've interviewed James before, so I'm a bit biased, but I love their music. It's not just James I love Pat, I love Nancy, I love them all. Their new album, amazing. And I would say a few songs on the album that are incredible. I mean, the North American Scum, a great hit single, and others that stand out. But, well, Someone Great is amazing. Just atmospheric, electronic. It's the kind of track that, as soon as I heard it, I remember I was with Dave, and I felt Dave DeWally, my only other friend, the other guy I've interviewed. And I thought, wow, like this is the kind of music I wish I made. But, of all the songs, there was one called All My Friends, and it just had something. It has a real 80s quality, but I say 80s in the best way, not in some weird retro way. It just has an emotion to it, a power to it. It makes you feel young, like a kid in school. I don't know, at least for me, very cinematic, and it just really, really nails the feeling down. I think it's quite a genius song. Obviously, other people agreed, because for the single release, I believe there's some cover versions. Some pretty, Franz Ferdinand did a cover, which is quite a big deal. And did a really good job. I don't know if necessarily, they didn't really beat the original. Anyway, but Cale did a cover. Now, Cale, for those of you who don't know, is, I hate to use the S word, seminal, but he's a huge experimental composer. Not huge as in big, but just he's famous, and deservedly so. Part of the Velvet Underground, part of Warhol's factory scene, and apparently still both alive and kicking. And he must have liked the song, or I don't know what happened between him and James, but he has covered it. And this is the cover. Oh man, I did it again. This is the cover. I'll just fade it in. Forget about that little thing you heard before. This is All My Friends, covered by Cale. Two legends meeting each other. Even if one of the legends, I heard a rumor, wears a Bluetooth headset. True? You be the judge.
That's how it starts. We go back to your house. We check the charts and start to figure it out. And if it's crowded, all the better. Because we know it's gonna be a blade. But if you're worried about the weather, then you picked the wrong place to stay. switch the engine on. We set controls for the heart of the sun. One of the ways that we show our aim. And if the sun comes up, if the sun comes up, if the sun comes up, and I still don't want to stagger home. Then it's the memory of a better that are keeping us on our feet. You spend the first 5 years trying to get to the plan, and the next 5 years trying to be with your friend again. You're talking 45 turns just as fast as you can. Yeah, I know it gets tight, but it's better when we pretend. It comes apart the way it does in bad film. Except the part where the moral kicks in. And when we're running out of the drugs and the conversation's grinding away, I wouldn't stage one stupid decision for another 5 years of life. Oh, you drop the first 10 years just as fast as you can, and the next 10 people who are trying to be polite. And you're born 85 days in the middle of France. Yeah, I know it gets tired, only where are your friends tonight? To tell the truth, this could be the last time. So here we go, like a sails force into the night. And if I made a fool, if I made a fool, if I made a fool of the road, there's always this. And if I sued to submission, I can still come home to this. And with the face like a dead and the laughable stare, you can see from the pain to reveal what she said. When you're drunk and the kids looking possibly dead, you think over and over and finally dead. Oh, the truth and the plan from the part of your hand. You can turn it on yourself, you ridiculous clown. You forget what you meant when you read what you said. Oh, you we knew you were tired and dead. Where are your friends tonight? Where are your friends tonight? Where are your friends tonight?
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm fading out the legendary John Cale. Tough break, John. Love your work with the Velvet Underground. Fade out. Let me tell you one thing, dear listeners. First of all, I'm in a way better mood than I was earlier, and I'm going to tell you why. I complain about a lot of things in the province of Quebec. I complain about a lot of things in Montreal, probably because I live here. I guess everyone complains about things where they live. Political situation here is a little crappy. The economic side of things is a little stunted. There's lots to complain about. But we have something here called poutine, which is French fries, or Belgian fries to Belgian people, covered in gravy and melted curd cheese. I don't know exactly, but it's like kind of like mozzarella. So the cheese and the sauce and everything's melted together. You eat that with a hot dog, toasted on the sides, mustard relish and some coleslaw, and all of a sudden, this place makes a lot of sense. And I'm in a much better mood. Podcast 3B. I was there. Were you? It's been a long time since I've sang the praises of trip hop. Trip hop is a genre best forgotten. Actually, it has been forgotten. And, but out of the ashes, I don't know if it's fair to say this, but anyway, Tracey Thorn is an incredible vocalist. She's the singer of the band Everything But the Girl. Her partner, Ben Watt, actually, I recently met while on tour in Australia. He was on the same tour with me and a bunch of other people. Really great guy, very interesting. I saw him writing. He's a writer as well. I saw him set up with his laptop writing in a restaurant, which I thought was kind of romantic vision of a writer alone, struggling with his words. I don't know if he was struggling, but back to Tracey Thorn. She's a vocalist, very talented, and she's come out with a solo album. I don't think it's her first. No, it can't be her first solo album recently. I don't know what it's called. I think this was the first single off it, called Raise the Roof. Now, I never would have heard this if it wasn't for my third and final friend, Errol Alkin, sending it to me for my opinion. I loved it. I love it. It got really stuck in my head, and that's why I want to share it with you. So this is Raise the Roof, the Beyond the Wizard Sleeve remix on My Name is Tiga. Tracey. That is Beyond the Wizard Sleeve, remix of Tracey Thorn, Raise the Roof. I'm not exactly sure what kind of roof would be raised, like what kind of party that would destroy, but it would be good. Oh, yes. My mood is so much better than it was at the beginning, the first part of this podcast. I think I was starving and crabby. Usually start off crabby and end up feeling better. It's kind of therapeutic. Very busy summer. I hope anyone out there listening, a fan or enemy, that you have a chance at checking me out at one of the DJ shows or one of the Turbo Europa shows. We're hitting the road with Turbo artists, Proxy, Dim, Thomas Von Party, Yori Halkonen will be doing some shows. Conrad Black will be doing one. Who am I forgetting? Black Devil Disco Club, Sweet Light. The list goes pretty much ends there. Am I forgetting anybody? Oh, Unconfirmed Guy Gerber, who also has an album out right now on. So the list went until there, and I said Proxy at the beginning, and then kept going on to Unconfirmed Guy Gerber. So we're trying to mellow things out here for this last 20 minutes or half hour or so. Oh, Boys Noize. I forgot. He'll be playing in Amsterdam. It's going to be completely incredible. So, oh yeah, and also there was another little tidbit. We did some heavy research earlier and Von Party found out that actually Tracey Thorn's album, if you want to get that Raise the Roof in original form, can be found on an album called Out of the Woods. That's right. Okay. There's a guy named Skatebard, I think. I find Scandinavian names aggravating at best. Skatebard, whatever. He could have just gone with skateboard or something. Anyway, he's from Bergen, Norway. Sorry, that's a W. Bergen, Norway. Which I know because I read the book Lords of Darkness, is also where most of the black metal scene is. There's an amazingly big, it's kind of the world center for black metal, I think, Bergen. Oh, also the home of Annie, Kings of Convenience, and Röyksopp. So a lot of music coming out of Bergen. Anyway, I don't know too much about Skatebard. He's done a bunch of records, he's done a few that I really liked. There's one called Marimba that's fantastic on a label called Super Soul. This one is called, hold on, June Nights, south of Siena. Siena's in Italy, right? I think. So this is Norwegian music with an Italian narrative flair. It's long, it's 9 minutes. I'll probably talk in the middle, and I'll also probably talk near the end. Oh yeah, get ready. This one actually reminds me, it has an early electroclash kind of feel, but it pulls it off just. Beautiful song. It's like a soundtrack to your life. If you're Norwegian. Oh, I'm sorry. How could I forget? Skatebard is one of the key members in the Norwegian hip-hop act Side Brock. hope you're enjoying my podcast. My name is Tiga, broadcasting live from beautiful, sunny Montreal. Summer 2007. Yeah. Listening to Skatebard out of Bergen, Norway. I forgot the name of the song. Something to do with the Italian city of Siena. So, I want to give a quick shout out to the crew, the Turbo crew, to Oliver Interactive, Thomas Von Party, as always, everyone that keeps everything such a fun, well-oiled machine. I want to invite all listeners to check on either www.turbo recordings or Tiga.ca or my MySpace page or any of the other pages to see our tour dates and, you know, try to come and listen. Yeah. Oh, this song's not over. It's just building you up, taking you on a journey. You can definitely hear his hip-hop influence. That's right there. Oh, yes. Urban claps. Anyway, yeah, check out all our websites. All our digital websites. They're amazing. Okay, let me tell you one thing about minimal music. Okay, you've all heard the term, right? Minimal. You've heard of Villa-Lobos or Richie Houghton or Minus. Now, this is what the experts don't tell you. Minimal music is boring, okay? A lot of it's incredible, but a lot of it's very, very boring. The trick with minimal stuff is if you can sift through all the boring stuff and somehow extract the best of it. That is what the best minimal DJs do. They find a way of turning it into kind of party stuff. Now, I get quite a lot of it. I don't do a proper job necessarily of sifting, but I do go through quite a lot. And every once in a while, there are records that stand out subtly. It's hard with minimal stuff because you actually have to listen to it. You have to listen to the whole thing. Sometimes, you know, little backwards hi-hat or something is the big, the punch, you know. Anyway, every once in a while, quite often actually, every week or so, a good one comes through my mailbox. And I want to play it. I don't often have the opportunity to play it because a lot of my sets are a little bit more high-powered. A lot of my friends make fun of me. Why are you playing that? It's boring, or what do you see in it? But the truth is, I confess, I still kind of have one foot in my old techno past, and that also kind of makes me partially a little bit minimal too. Anyway, this track is by P.Toile. Don't worry, none of the minimal names mean so much. Remixed by Format B, that's one that I actually know, on a label called Trenton. I like this record. I don't know why. Exactly. Actually, yeah, it's... You know what, Thomas? You know what word I haven't said the entire podcast? I'm about to unleash it. You ready? This track's got funk. Oh yeah. Okay. My name is Tiga. See, the funny thing is the track's a little boring at times. Meanwhile, it was the only one that had me up and dancing while I was playing. Format B remix of P.2Ile on Trenton. Great track. So we're almost at the end of another podcast. I got about 5 minutes left. I'm going to squeeze in 2 more songs and a little bit of news. Quick wrap up of upcoming Turbo releases. July 11th, Chromeo Tenderoni remixes. Amazing package. You got to hear the proxy mix of Tenderoni. It is killer. Played it all over Australia on my recent Australian tour, and that's the one that everyone was begging me for. Bang Gang DJs literally begging me for that Tenderoni remix by the proxy. July 18th, Duke Dumont, new signing on Turbo, a UK artist. Amazing. Great tracks. One kind of booty, one really annoying, and another one very great. So those are upcoming Turbo releases. As I've mentioned several times already, you can try to catch us on upcoming Turbo Europa tour all over Europa. And keep your eyes open and your ears peeled for Lower State of Consciousness, something I have done with Zombie Nation we are very proud of. And we think it's going to be absolutely massive. Okay, probably the album I've listened to most in my entire life. CHil Out by the KLF. I am not even going to start to talk about how they are the greatest musicians, the most incredible artistic geniuses, my heroes. KLF, this is track Wichita Lineman was a song I once heard. And yeah, it's just a nice way to almost end the show. If you don't have this album, by the way, if you're a MySpacer, or if you're, 11 or something, just buy it. Do whatever you have to do. KLF, CHil Out.
Broadcast you're listening to now. Yes, I'm that preacher everybody's talking about. The doctor will giving out them red hot blessings, tearing down New York and New Jersey every week. All the way
from somewhere, I hear.
Come get your mojo, hey. Go on to Atlanta City and be a winner. Go down to Atlanta City, come back fat as a rat. Why should you be a loser when you can be a winner? Yes, ma'am, yes, sir.
I was just telling my brother how nobody can touch the KLF. If you don't know much about the KLF, look online, search Jimmy Cauty and Bill Drummond. Bill Drummond wrote some incredible books, including a guidebook on how to have a #1 pop single that actually works. It's incredibly accurate. And very, very interesting characters. That was one of the things I wanted to touch on with Martin Rushent, and I will next time I interview him, is this idea of what happened to the super creative kind of art school music visionaries that seemed, and that's the whole point. Maybe that's just seeing the world through rose-tinted glasses, but they seemed in the 80s and the early 90s at least to be in abundance, or to be quite a few of them. And I wonder where they all have gone, and I wonder if I just see things in a distorted way. Who knows? Okay. On that note, I hope you enjoyed podcast number 3B. Podcast 3 was lost in the sands of time because we were at this crappy old college radio station and we stormed out in disgust. I'd like to remind everyone about the soon-to-be launch of Oliver Interactive's MySpace page. We don't have a URL assigned yet. Von Party's told me, or he hasn't assigned one yet, but it will be taking over the MySpace airwaves. Oliver Interactive is his name. A force to be reckoned with in the world of music management. And, well, that's about it. Quick last shout out to Nagi Noda. Please get well soon. We're all thinking of you. And yeah, we miss you. And we really, really hope you get better. And we know as soon as you are better, you're going to be more clever and more amazing than ever. And that's it. Just sending our love your way. I want to finish off with a song by Billy Bragg. I am not a Billy Bragg aficionado. I'm definitely not an expert in the subject. I remember once when I was young watching TV and I saw the video for Levi Stubbs' Tears, which I fell in love with. Really, really fell in love with it. The kind of song I just kept listening to over and over again. And so recently on the internet, I've gotten a few other songs. This one is called A New England, 2 minutes long, by a 21-year-old. Beautiful song. Signing out. See you next time, probably around September. This is Tiga, for My Name is Tiga. Adieu.
I was 21 years when I wrote this song. I'm 22 now, but I won't be for long. People ask me when will you grow up to be a man, but all the girls I love in school are already pushing prams. I loved you then as I love you still. Though I put you on a pedestal, they put you on the pill. I don't feel bad about letting you go, I just feel sad about letting